Hey friends, I cannot believe that we are finally putting out our first Christmas video of the 2025 season. Wow, how did we get here, right? I cannot believe it's already November. So I have several clips here of just some of my favorite things that I saw in Hobby Lobby, or just like different things that I thought. Of course, they do still have several of the same items from last year, and you will see some repeats, but I will try to point out as we get to them the things that I feel like are viral this year. I love this gingerbread wrapping paper. They had several different options here for gifting, like not just like think outside of the traditional, boxes and bags. They had some really pretty things. I loved the bells on this bag. I don't know. So just some options there if you want to put together like a little gift for someone. They did have a few new pillows, several of the same ones, but I did see a couple of new prints this year that I don't remember seeing in years past. You'll notice there is no real rhyme or reason to the order that we're looking at things. I was just kind of going through the aisles and picking out things that I thought were different or cute. There were several different advent calendar type things and like countdowns to Christmas that I thought would be really, really sweet if you have kids. I love this hot cocoa bar sign. I've seen this. This is definitely not new to this year, but I just think that is so classic and vintage looking. These Christmas in a bottle like scent sticks, those smell amazing if you want kind of that more natural Christmas vibe. If you pick apart some of these stockings and like really picture this in your home, I feel like they have some really pretty ones. These over here really reminded me kind of like that. They gave that Pottery Barn feel, which I really liked. So they had a Santa and a bird, and I can't remember what the top, Nutcracker, I think. Yes. So something for, the whole family there, kids, adults. I just thought that would be like a really pretty trio to have together, to like piece together. So definitely some good stocking ideas if you need some. This one was humongous. I don't even know if you could tell there, but it was like over half the length of my body. The ornament options are endless here. I thought they had like some hilarious ones, like the mac and cheese. They had an ice cream one. I mean, they have like sports things, hobbies, pretty much anything you can think of, they have it. So if you're a family who likes to buy ornaments, especially like for your kids and, your family based off of kind of the season of life that you're in, kind of like the hobbies that you're into, this is some really great options here. Tiffany from Charlotte Grove Farmhouse, shout out to my bestie who just doesn't know it yet. I love her channel and her content, but she talks about how every year she buys her family ornaments for that very reason, just to kind of look back on and see where everybody was at that year and just kind of have something to remember other than just hanging an ornament on a tree. I think I blacked out in this section, honestly. I definitely saw some of this stuff last year, but how cute is this, especially for like a little girl's room, which is, kind of the reason that I was looking here. The colors, just the textures of these things, the gumdrop. Are you kidding me? The gumdrops and the macaroon, like little garland pieces. That is just so classic, and it looks so high end. Of course, the bows I feel like are going to be in for several seasons from here out. So they had a lot of that kind of stuff. I ended up picking up some ornaments that I'll show you in my haul that you'll see after this video goes out, that I, kind of explain what I got, what I picked up. And I'm looking back at this video, I'm actually seeing a ton more that I am probably going to go back and get. But yeah, I absolutely love these ornament ideas. They have pretty much all the same color scheme, so you can mix and match different styles. You don't have to just buy like the balls. You can, piece together other options here, other ornament styles and shapes. So many beautiful things. I loved the little tree that looked like it was in a cupcake holder here. Just beautiful things. I loved the pink house that you'll see in a minute. It actually lights up if you put batteries in it. And the try me button hardly ever works for me anytime I try those, but this is beautiful. This is actually one thing that I picked up. I'll just go ahead and say that. I do remember picking this up. So really excited to put that in my little girl's room. And, just have her excited to see the same items every year and to know kind of like what to look for. course, we can't forget the fur babies this holiday season. So they have a ton of things here, toys and like accessory type things for cats and dogs that I saw that were really cute. I loved the collars here. So lots of cute things to choose from for a really affordable price. I love all of the vintage looking cookie jars. They had the Christmas tree, they had the red truck, they had a package, a nutcracker, and a Santa head. And I actually picked up the Santa one, and I'm obsessed with it. I feel like this just looks like a family heirloom that, you know, somebody could say that they've had for years, and I would totally believe them. I just think they look so cute and functional. You know, you can put more things in them. You don't just have to put cookies in them. You can put other little snacks. You can put your K-cups, you know, like whatever you use for your coffee. Just so many ideas, and it just makes you feel good, especially if you're like me, you love to wake up in the morning and have like a seasonal mug or something to drink your coffee out of. So if I was pulling my K-cup or my Nespresso pod out of a little Santa head cookie jar, I feel like that would just put me in a good mood. So anyways, back to that nutcracker that you guys just saw, the wood toned one. That little guy is a hot commodity, let me just tell you. I did not pick him up because I have a lot of like darker woods in my home already, so I kind of try to stay away from that, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It goes with a lot of different decor styles, so definitely pick him up if you haven't already. I think he would go great. The Santa here that was gold, I thought that was really pretty, and they have several different garland pieces that aren't obviously greenery. This is just like little designs and shapes on them. I thought that was so pretty, and they have them for pretty much every one of those aisles that has different color schemes in them. So you can get the reds, you can get the neutrals, you can get greens, blacks, golds, you know, whatever you're looking for. You can probably find some sort of garland that's going to match your style. So also these little gingerbread houses, so pretty. I'm going to talk about the gingerbread that we came up on a little bit later in the video. That is definitely my favorite. I thought this little Mrs. Claus was precious. It had her little apron and her cookies on her cookie tray. Just a lot of detail on that I thought looked really classic also. There are 1,000,001 of these little mini wreaths to choose from. I promise you, whatever your style is, you're going to be able to find a wreath for it. They have it flocked, just the regular green, just so many options. And these look beautiful put up on like kitchen cabinets, tied to the back of chairs. I mean, I've seen a lot of things done with them, even like placing them flat down and putting a candle on top of them. There are so many things you can do with those mini wreaths. So I definitely recommend having like a handful of those on hand that you can use in your decorations. So so many pretty little Christmas tree options. This was absolutely gorgeous. It's like a door swag, and I loved that velvet green ribbon with those gold bells. I thought that was honestly like probably the prettiest thing that I saw over there. I didn't pick it up, but I wish I would have. This tree, I believe, was $40 on sale. So it is absolutely gorgeous. I loved the big red bow at the bottom. You know, bows are definitely in again this year. And I loved just like the spacing out of those red ornaments with like kind of like that curved tree shape. It's absolutely just stunning. It doesn't need anything done to it. You could just sit there wherever you wanted to put it, and it would be, you know, a total piece already. So also lots of pretty potpourri options. They look pretty. They smell great. So you can't go wrong with those. And they had some of these little lighted, like lightweight pine garland pieces that were already pre-lit. Some of them had berries in them, some were flocked. Also really great options. I was obsessed again with the word obsessed. I loved these little nutcracker candle holders. This gold was such a pretty rich warm tone, and I did pick up 2 of those, and I put some red candlesticks from my video that you'll see next. I bought some red candlesticks to put in those. Also, there were some of this color of the nutcracker holder. There are also some really pretty red bow candle holders, and they must not be in this part of the video, but they're somewhere in here. I will show them eventually. I promise you those are also a huge hot commodity this year. I saw Lauren Midgley talk about those, and she is correct. They are everywhere, those red bows, so they're absolutely gorgeous. I love the movie Elf, so I thought that was just a darling little mug. It said smiling is my favorite. They had several options over here for little mugs for, the pinks and the Grinch, all that fun stuff. The bells, oh my goodness, they have really elevated their game in this. In my opinion, they have some that have like a thicker belt. They had the bells, they had gold, they had black, all kinds of beautiful bells that would look just beautiful hung. Also, I think they had some that you could just set on a surface. They didn't have to be hung. So definitely don't skimp out on their bell aisle at your Hobby Lobby, because they are just absolutely gorgeous. They had the natural wood tone there that you can kind of see in the middle. Just in this one clip, I can see a bell that would fit like a classic look, a country vibe, just whatever you're kind of going for this year. I promise you there's something here that you can pick up and put in your decorations. These paper trees are all the rage this year. This is very Anthropology. The colors of this I thought were really pretty. It's not really my vibe, but hey, go for it. It is definitely popular this year. So, there are some options there, and they had those in different colors also. If you're like me, I was looking for ways to tie in more of that neutral green in my Christmas style this year, and I already had the big one of those trees with the galvanized metal bucket at the bottom. So I bought the miniature one, and I think it is just going to look beautiful. I don't know if I'll put it in my kitchen or maybe my fireplace, so I'm not sure what I'll do with that this year, but nonetheless, I'm excited. This little miniature tree was so affordable. I think that said it was $14. I'm pretty sure that was before the sale. So that's a really affordable option if you want to put a little miniature tree somewhere. That bell was so unique looking. I thought it was like a curved bell with the greenery on it. Lots of gingerbread stuff again this year. This is kind of like where we're going to start seeing my favorite aisle that I saw as far as gingerbread stuff goes. So definitely my particular store was definitely picked over already with the gingerbread cookie jars, but I did snag a little one that you will see here in just a second. They have even seasonal sponges. It doesn't get any cuter than that. And this little gingerbread pillow I thought was just so sweet. It had the little red pom-pom balls. Is that what they call them? Pom-poms for the buttons, which is also just super sweet. I loved the apron here. This is the gingerbread jar that I ended up picking up, and you can see it's a pretty good little size there, and that was $11.99 originally, and I love it. So also these little miniature things, you can do so much with this stuff. You don't just have to use that for a napkin, placeholder things. You can just stick those anywhere. You could stick a whole bunch of those in a little acrylic jar and call it a day, and that would be so cute. All of these gingerbread items that I'm showing you right here, these plates, the ginger jars, all of these are very dupey for the Pottery Barn look, but obviously for a fraction of the price. So I promise you these are hot pieces this year. I also loved these little measuring cups that had the gingerbread people at the end, on the handles. I thought those were really unique. Even if you don't bake with those, just set them out. They're going to look cute, and also, functional. This bow sponge holder, oh my goodness, also very hot item this year. This looks exactly like those red candle holders, the bow candle holders that I was talking about earlier in the video. So that's a really neat little option if you just wanted to elevate your sink area. They had some really beautiful dishes over here, some appetizer top plates and those little baking dishes, just so many things. And you don't have to just use those for baking. Think outside the box when you see this stuff, guys. You can decorate with it, put it out on your counter, put it in a little tray, do something cute with it, put it around your coffee bar. So there are lots of options whenever you see dishes like that. Don't just think you have to use them for dishes. This little thing, I was confused highly about what this was, but it says it's a K-cup holder, so you can stick all your coffee pods in that, and it's really cute. I'm so pumped. Here are finally those red candle holders that I was talking about earlier. Those are just absolutely so sweet, and another really hot item this year. Also an anthro dupe are these really pretty frosted glasses with the little hats and trees on the sides. These are $13.99 before the sale. So even for Hobby Lobby, these are a little bit more on the pricey side than what you're usually going to see, but those cups are very, very in style this year, and they were last year also. And I just love those. Also, if you are a person who loves Santa mugs, they have a ton of little options there. This dish is like an appetizer plate. It looks like a butter dish. I think you could definitely use it for that. I did pick that up to use just for decorating with, and I'm super excited to figure out what I'm going to do with that. This is going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for spending your time with me and for going Christmas shopping with me. I'm so excited. The next video that you see is going to be a haul that I do, and then we're going to get right on into decorating. So I hope that you guys come along with me. Be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave. It really helps me out, helps YouTube to push my content out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.